The Eagles returned to Chelmsford for their first home Vitality Blast match of the summer and thrashed Hampshire by 8 wickets. Winning the toss, Simon Harmer decided to bowl, and his attack largely kept things tight, this a rare moment of a hawk letting loose. Sam Cook was remarkable, his first 2 overs costing little, and within those he yorked Anna and Donald for 5. Hampshire looked to Ben McDermott to try to get their innings moving, a couple of boundaries helping his side to a score of 33 for 1 at the end of the power play. Matt Critchley entered the fray and saw his first 6 deliveries cost just a single before he had James Vince well taken behind by Adam Rossington for 3 with his 7th. Joe Weatherly helped the total to 59 for 2 at the halfway stage of the visitors' innings. And then on came Harmer to have McDermott on 38, held in the deep, the kind of dismissal Harmer has got time and time again. Critchley had delivered 3 overs for just 8 runs, his last however costing a dozen, as Weatherly freed his arms against the spinner to bring up a 50-run partnership for the 4th wicket. Ross Whiteley had played within himself in that until he went after Aaron Nijar, but picked out Cook to fall for 23. And then in the next over, the 17th, Harmer claimed a fine return catch to see the back of Weatherly for 37. It was a real struggle for Hampshire, who slipped to 129 for 6 in the penultimate over. Cook so impressive with the ball as Liam Dawson sliced him to Paul Walter. It took some hitting from James Fuller in the last over for his side to set anything resembling a challenge for the Eagles. 2 maximums took Hampshire to 150 for 6. Harmer and Cook both with figures of 2 for 16 from 3 overs each. In reply, William Buttleman got moving with a couple of early boundaries, he knowing that a rapid start would have his side well on the way for a second win from 3 in this competition. But he then fell as a ball from Brad Wheel stopped on him, the batsman only able to get a leading edge to give the bowler a simple return catch. Rossington finished off the second over with a beautifully timed flick off his hip, 17 runs removed from the target so far. Michael Pepper then peppered the ball to the fence, 3 times in 3 balls in fact off Dawson, shots all around the ground. The early overs of the chase were going perfectly to plan, the score up to 28 for 1 after 3 overs, and Pepper looking in fantastic form. The score soon became 50 for 1 from 5, Pepper dealing pretty much in boundaries alone. 2 more struck off Scott Curry, the batsman soon into the 20s. He lost Rossington for 11 at the other end, he having his stumps disturbed by Nathan Ellis. But Pepper continued to dominate, going high and long off Curry, and then repeating the dose with a magical shot which took Pepper to his second T20 50, this one occupying just 31 deliveries, 2 sixes and 8 fours included, in something of a masterclass. Ten overs in and the Eagles had 96 runs on the board and needed 55 more from the remaining 10. Critchley had supported Pepper well and now looked to push on. Pepper meanwhile had moved on to his best score in this format before smashing Dawson out of the ground with a huge 6. Before he went extremely large again next ball, he'd taken this game by the scruff of its neck to move on to 70 from 39 balls, and now just 30 more were needed from 8 overs. It was becoming something of a hammering, with Critchley continuing his fine night with a maximum of his own, a 4 coming off the next delivery as the Eagles soared towards their target. 19 had come off the 12th over, 16 were then hit from the 13th. Critchley now racing on to 34 from 21 balls. 14 runs required and 7 overs to get them in. A belt down the ground for 4 meant that from the last 12 balls this pair had smashed 39 runs, which then became 45 from 13 as Critchley hit yet another maximum. This had become a walk in the park for Essex. Rightly, it was Pepper who cut wheel to the backward point fence to finish unbeaten on perhaps a career-changing 75 and to win the match. Critchley making 45 off 24 and their partnership worth 100 runs in 50 balls. The contest was won at a canter, the victory secured by 8 wickets with 37 balls remaining. Essex will be looking forward to a trip to Cardiff next on Thursday and then Bristol the following evening.